Today we're talking about the mentality of a winner. There are certain mentalities that leave us poor. There are certain mentalities that leave us broke. We can't be doing the same thing we did 10 years ago and expect to be in business. Be consistent at what you do. Jack of all trades does not work. You need to know yourself, then know your enemy. You do not look at what you do from your view. Look at it from the view of the customer. The 21st century business is that business built on customer relationship.
I'm a communications officer for LBS, but I'm actually a broadcaster by profession. When I first heard about the masterclass, I'm a person who naturally loves to learn. Acquiring knowledge is actually one of my hobbies, as strange as it may sound. When you hear the term masterclass, you think, I'm going to be able to master something. I hope at least to be able to master my thoughts. On business, strategy, planning, and possibly the mindset of a winner.
My name is Adedoku Ndiemi. I'm a teacher by profession. My passion is in education. I heard about Hexavian on the radio. I find some of the concepts that they come up with very interesting and all. And that was the reason why I came here. It's more about building a brand. That's what this is about, and I'm hoping I'll be able to learn new ways and techniques to achieve that goal.
The law of knowledge. I think naturally you should skip this because I assume that for you to be here, you already know the law of knowledge. One of the most powerful assets you can have is your mind. What you know. If you knew better, you do better. Simple and plain. To grow more, to do more, you learn more. You need to be in constant improvement. I've seen big companies, they have all the departments in that company except for research and intellectual development. I've seen companies that have budget for almost everything in a company except for training. And you expect your staffs to work magic. Even the people that claim to be dropouts on the Forbes list, those guys are the most knowledgeable people around. If you ever have a conversation with Bill Gates, you know that he wasn't a dunce that dropped out of school. So, knowledge is one of the most powerful assets. The 21st century, the official currency of the 21st century, there was currency for the 21st century, it will be called data. You agree with me, right? Is knowledge. The biggest selling jobs right now, people are losing jobs so much, but nobody's losing job as a consultant. If you know better, you do better. Simple and plain. That's why my friend's father would say that in every country, as the country goes down, the churches go up. That's why the richest men in the poorest countries are the pastors. That's law of knowledge. They have power that you don't have. Spiritual knowledge. Intellectual knowledge. Let's not even call it knowledge. Let's call it intelligence. Spiritual intelligence, financial intelligence, emotional intelligence. I think one of the greatest ones to have is even emotional intelligence. If you know how people think and you can relate to them, relationship, people's mind, people's personality, you're powerful. Look, one of the greatest assets to have is to be a likable person, a charismatic person. That's why one of the greatest people that walk the face of Nigeria will still be IBB. If you know the story of IBB, one of the most likable human beings on a personal level. Matter of fact, I was in the last, when we were at Rhythm, every time we get off the station, we still stay for another 1 hour because sitting down with people like Charles B or Chike or IK or Big Brother, you'll be amazed on what you can learn. And Ike just used to talk to me about growing up in the barracks and stories about IBB. How IBB was so likable. He understood personal relationship and human. IBB knew people by names. IBB will meet you today. 10 years time, he still knows your name. If you know IBB's story, like IBB, even when things were really bad, some of the cool plots that were unfolded came from people's wives. Do you understand how powerful that is? It's called emotional intelligence, still intelligence. There's nothing you can't do with it. Next slide, please. But the knowledge we're talking about here is the knowledge of what you do. Know the nitty-gritty of your operations. You don't have to do it, but know it. Else you become a maga. Even if you're going to outsource that part, have an idea of it. Owando, one of the most emerging brands of Nigeria, one of the most successful brands in Nigeria in the last 10 years. Right? Owando started by Wale Tinubu. Wale Tinubu is not a petroleum engineer. He is a lawyer. But you can't come and tell him about oil and gas. He knows the nitty-gritty of what he does. Have knowledge of what you know the details. The worst embarrassment of 2013 on a national level came from that Oga at the top. That was national embarrassment. How can you work for a company for years and not know your website address? Know the nitty-gritties. That would save you. A time would come when you go to a negotiating table with your competitor. The only thing that will stand you out is that you know your onion.